Um, the heartwarming start fresh after a chance meeting in Colorado for a Christmas-themist. It's sort of neck to America. Uh, Tyler Hynes' star power has continued to grow since he joined the Hallmark Media family in 2018. Initially, the Canadian actor gained notice when he portrayed the character Zach, a hesitant bachelor competing in a baking contest in the 2018 movie Falling for You alongside Taylor Cole. Uh, During that same year, he made his debut in a holiday film produced by the network titled It's Christmas Eve. And following those years, Hynes has appeared in no less than two Hallmark films each season. Among his most successful productions are Winter in Vail, It Was Always You, and Three Wise Men and a Baby. In simpler terms, Hynes stated to Us Weekly in March 2023 that he enjoys working for Hallmark because the people there, including executives, directors, producers, and actors, um, are all wonderful producers and finding marketing, partners. Um, he feels that this workplace is particularly special as it provides a supportive family-like environment, which seems rare compared to other workplaces. He believes Hallmark to be quite unique in this regard. To find a comprehensive, unofficial rundown of all Hynes Hallmark films, simply scroll lower on the page, a guide and unofficial ranking to all of Tyler Hynes Hallmark Channel movies. Tyler Hynes has seen his fame escalate significantly since he became part of the Hallmark Media family in 2018. The Canadian actor initially caught attention playing Zach, the hesitant bachelor contestant in the 2018 film Falling for You alongside Taylor Cole. That same year, he also starred in his inaugural holiday movie for the network titled It's Christmas Eve, 18. And then there are what is the problem that is the problem of the problem of the volume that kind of between the in the process of organizing her first wedding, Annalise Collins, played by Cindy Busby, is taken aback when she finds out that Brad Buckley, portrayed by Hynes, is the best man. So will they manage to put their past behind them and support each other in making the wedding a success? The film is part of the Wedding March series, with the fifth installment focusing on Olivia Pershing, played by Josie Bissett, and her love Mick Turner, portrayed by Joe Wagner, led by N. by Wagner, the SEC, New Space Dated City. There is a N by Panning City. As they reconnect after many years apart, they discover that their romance isn't finished just yet. And 17, it's Christmas Eve 2018. And Leanne Rimes' character Eve discovers more than she anticipates when she's tasked with eliminating non-essential school activities in her hometown. As she confronts her own musical history, she devises a plan to preserve Liam's music class translator part. In the process, she realizes that the arts and their shared roots hold significant meaning for both of them. Um, I had several other things. Don't Flip That Romance is 2019. In simpler terms, The characters Julie Gonzalo, known as Jules Briggs, and Lance Waddell, portrayed by Hynes, engage in a competition to determine the best house decorator. Um, they work on opposite sides of a duplex, fueling their rivalry. Uh, it's possible that they share more than just a passion for home improvement. 15, and then there's another massive 2022 that was a short time that the Pris did back in the past, 2026. As a diehard fan, I can't help but immerse myself in the tumultuous tale of two besties, Naomi, Janelle Parrish, and Liz. Over the festive season, their bond is put to the ultimate test when they both find themselves entangled in a love triangle with our shared high school heartthrob, Chris Silver, Hynes. To make matters worse, each girl grapples with her own intricate family dynamics, and as the pieces of their lives start to intertwine, it becomes glaringly obvious that Neo Beyond and Liz's connection is more codependent than they ever realized. This holiday season promises to be one chaotic Christmas. 14, on the 12th date of Christmas, 2020. Game on. Opposites attract as game designers Jennifer Holloway and Aidan Walsh are forced to team up and create a romantic 12 Days of Christmas inspired citywide scavenger hunt. Mostly it was Sweet Carolina or whatever. Through the unexpected role of guardianship for her niece and nephew, character Josie Wilder, played by Lacey Chabert, rediscovers an old bond with high school sweetheart Cooper Afchin, pulled by Hynes. Yet their renewed relationship may not be robust enough to surmount the challenges that come with Josie's new responsibilities as a full-time parent. 12/7, that said. Shifting gears, 2024, mechanic Jess, played by Catherine Barrell, discovers an unexpected twist when she joins a car restoration competition. Her former partner, Luke Hynes, is her primary rival. As they race to the finish line, will their past relationship reignite, or will they both struggle to move forward? 11. The picture of her and 2023 is intriguing modern encounter. After a picture of Beth, Rhiannon Fish graces the cover of a magazine, she becomes intent on discovering the photographer behind the image. Simultaneously, the unassuming mystery snapper Jake isn't planning on forging a bond with his subject amidst his own personal triumphs and tribulations. Always Amore 2022. After her husband's passing, Elizabeth's Autumn Reeser hesitantly brings on a restaurant consultant named Ben to help sustain their Italian restaurant. However, as change proves challenging for Elizabeth, Ben not only adjusts his strategies for the renovation, but also develops feelings for the establishment's owner. We'll see that wrong falling for you, or in this scenario, businessman Zach is persuaded by talk show host Lacey to participate in the radio station's bachelor baking contest. Initially hesitant, Zach not only assists in raising funds to prevent the station's closure. But there's a possibility he may discover his one true love in Lacey. 8, Roadhouse Romance. Upon returning home, singer Callie Lauren Elena discovers that her family's barbecue restaurant is facing difficulties because her grandfather's secret sauce recipe, in an effort to keep the business afloat, she encounters a conflict with a TV director named Luke Hynes, who unexpectedly finds himself in town and develops feelings for the hometown country girl. 7 things. I just so big. I just want to say, and I so big. I want make disability of how that 7 features and writing. In the narrative I'm part of, Jackson Hynes, stand as a groomsman in my best friend's pee. And Danny's weddings, the events that unfold in the first 2 movies. And the story then takes a turn, sending me to Italy for the 3rd film, The Groomsman Last Dance. While abroad with my little girl, I unexpectedly encounter cafe owner Gabriella, who presents an opportunity for my own fairy tale ending. 6, The Mistletoe Secret is 2019. In this scenario, ghostwriter Alex Bartlett, played by Hynes, develops feelings for Mistletoe Diner owner Aria Eubanks, Kelly Pickler, during his visit to Midway to write about Christmas. However, an unexpected twist occurs when his partner Sterling Masters, Christopher Russell, who is also the public face of their travel site, arrives and starts flirting with Aria as, well, 5. Time for him to come home for Christmas. In a twist of events reminiscent of enchanting phone messages, Elizabeth Appens finds herself reunited with her old buddy Josh, who used to be her BFF. After an apparently magical voicemail reaches her by mistake, she embarks on a mission to track down the sender and assist him in rekindling his romance with the one true love he'd lost touch with. The adventure not only helps the sender, but also leads Elizabeth and Josh to reevaluate their own unrequited connection from the past. 7, 3 Wise Men and a Baby. The Brenner brothers, consisting of Luke, formerly known as Andrew Walker, Stephen, originally Paul Campbell, and Taylor Hynes, need to set aside their squabbles to look after a baby that's left at the firehouse. With their mother caught up in her own predicament, these siblings, who are always bickering, must unite and navigate through this challenging situation. 3, An Unexpected Christmas, and former couple Jamie and Emily, Bethany Joylands, put on an act of still being together when Jamie's family spots Emily at the local train station, thinking she had come for holidays. And that kind of outside the survey, we certainly have that. We know that it's not out because Emily agrees to this charade in the hope that it might assist her with a work-related issue. First, It Was Always You in there. In the story, it's Aaron Krakau's character, Elizabeth, who is left pondering if she made the correct choice in her marriage prospect after her fiance George gets delayed in the city. This leaves her arranging their big day with his brother David. And as events unfold, it becomes clear that David harbors feelings for Elizabeth. But the question remains, does she reciprocate those feelings? One Roberts winter in Vail, celebration time, Strudel Festival. Upon acquiring her uncle's residence in picturesque Vail, Colorado, event organizer Chelsea Chabert develops a soft spot for the crisp winter atmosphere and a charming local handyman named Owen Hynes. Intriguingly, her talents turn out to be exactly what the old town of Vail needs to revitalize its spirit.